All right, welcome to the weekly analysis for April 8th. Um, Let me go to Discord. So you say you can't read it, right?
Well, I'm sitting still, so actually I can, but if you want to go ahead, you're more than
No,
welcome.
you can
Take
read.
me first.
Go
Okay,
ahead,
pull it up.
go ahead, girl.
That's the second one. Can you pull up the first one, please, sir?
Oh, I didn't even know it was a person.
I mean, one after that. Sorry, I did the weekly order blocks first, and then I did the analysis.
Your
So it's
bad.
after this.
Your bad. Your bad.
Yes, my bad. Okay, thank you very much.
Can you see it?
No, I'm just gonna pull it up on my phone,
Well, I
but
got.
it's cool.
How come y'all can't see it?
See? It just went away now. I can see it here.
Y'all see it?
Bullish, bearish, bullish.
Yeah, I can see it, but I can't see it to read it, so I just got to pull it up for myself. That's all I'm saying. No problem.
Okay.
No problem. Okay. Oh, okay. Maybe not, Todd. You have to do it. I'm sorry.
Okay. All the JPY pairs did as projected. I'm not gonna do like Selena, where she gets into the order block and what it did. So GJ, she says didn't do as projected, but it's on the guides plan. I don't think I highlighted GJ last week, but if you traded it, hopefully you traded it with Little Kim. I know that the one that I told you to trade, which is CAD JPY, paid you handsomely. She got 371 pips. You didn't need all 371 pips. You just needed those 100 pips. Of course, you have the regular order block pairs, AUD, NZD, CAD Chef, GCAD, G Chef, USD CAD. They all did what they were supposed to do. So there were tons of opportunities. Hopefully everybody, found a pair and stuck with it and were successful. Who did not? Did anybody have a pair that did not work out for them? I know Selena doesn't normally, I guess, ask you that, but I think everybody would be served pretty well to understand what went wrong, because nothing changes from week to week other than the pair that you're trading. You're going to have to be trusted to execute, those trades. So hopefully the information that we went over in the previous session helped you better understand kind of what to look for when you start taking these trades. All right, coming into, is this right, Selena? Because it says 4-2. Let me double check this.
So, Ty, remember that we had this conversation a long time ago when I first started doing this. It's the date of the previous Sunday that starts the week. So this past week started 4-2. So it's the whole week.
But so going into next week?
So what was last week's date?
But listen, today
is the last week. This is what last week.
Right.
I think he wants what this week.
That is this week. But okay, so the candle started on 4-2 and end on 4-8. So I can change the date and put it to 4-7, however you want me to, but that's the correct date. I just use the Sunday, the candle.
I'm just saying these are the current ones, right?
Yes, they're the current ones, sir. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. All right. So, odd
You
chef.
just have to give me a hard time, but go ahead.
Listen, I'm just making sure. You know, we appreciate you for your efforts and all that good stuff. Chef Barish. These are all order blocks. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different order blocks that we're able to trade. That we can probably get a win for the week if we just trade these order blocks, right? Selena said that she didn't see any guys playing setup, but I can tell you that silver trade will definitely qualify. And I asked TT to do NZD CAD because I think NZD CAD will probably qualify too. All right, so let's just go ahead and get into these breakdowns. I think we had isn't it like 2 or 3 people that they're gonna do a breakdown? Who was supposed to do one from last week?
I'm doing one.
Big T. TT, are
I
you ready?
volunteer also.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Isha, TT, and Terrence. That's cool. You can share your screen, TT.
Oh,
Why you why you feel like that? Oh my God.
Lord. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do it. Let's share my screen. Share screen. Okay, you see my screen?
Uh-huh.
What did you say? NZD. Sorry, my computer died, so I gotta do this on my iPad because my charger failed me.
You got that big money. You got iPads and computers.
I'm gonna do this on my iPad. All right. Okay, what we doing? What y'all want to see?
Go up to the weekly.
NZD CAD there, killer. Go ahead.
All right, so
Real how you act.
Go up to the weekly.
huh?
Go up to the weekly.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Okay, so we are on the weekly. And right now we have price. We saw that price was pushing up really, really strong there, right in the middle. And then price began to make lower highs, lower high, lower high, lower high. Okay, so now we are what? Bearish. That's right. So now we're gonna go to the daily and see what the daily is popping off with. So as we look at the daily, we see, okay, so we see that price barely just tapped into the the daily order block there. So we see that price came down, but it has not yet come down to the equal lows to the right. Can everyone see that? Yeah, okay. So so now we're gonna go to the 4 hour. So now, okay, I'm gonna go back to the daily because I want you guys to see something here. So we see that price, made this big impulse down because we understand that price is bearish. And then we see that price has begun to slowly, little candle by little candle, do the correction. So do we think the correction's done? No. So we're going to anticipate, but we're not going to jump the gun. We're going to anticipate that price continues to fill that that candle there with another correction, another green candle correction I'm just going to use that term, right? So we're going to go down a little bit more because we see that price did not break the low, did it? No. So now it wants to continue to raise and go higher a little bit before it continues to drop. So we're going to go and move down a little bit more to the 4 hour. Oh, what do we have? A 4 hour order block. That is a 4 hour what? Bullish order block. So what do
where's
we
price
expect
going?
price to do?
Where's
Where,
it?
what do we, yes, where is price going?
That's what I'm asking.
So we can ask the class, where do we think price wants to go? Any
Once we
volunteers?
higher,
Bullish order block. I mean, to the bearish order block.
Where you see that imbalance or?
Mark
I mean, there's
the,
order blocks to the left up
I see
higher.
I see a bearish order block on
mark
top.
the imbalance, please.
Yeah, TT, can you mark it up so we can help you see where
Sure.
it's going?
Sure. Okay, so we have, oh, let me take off the I think I have the magnet on. Let me take off the magnet. Okay. I'm just gonna mark this a little bit here. Hang on. Okay, so there's one imbalance there, and then we also have this order block here in the range where price can pull to. Okay, so
Okay.
What order block is?
I had a
oh, there's not an
bearish.
order block.
No, I had an order block with like the doji.
The doji order block. Oh, the doji order block. Right there. Okay, I can do that. That is correct. Thanks for pointing that out. So as we see, those are two areas that price can push up to before continuing back down.
Is price
Any
going up?
question?
Is this TT?
Yes.
Why don't you fib that 4 hour candle and see what kind of pullback you got? And probably the -27 and maybe the -61 probably gonna line up with those areas that you have highlighted already up above price.
Okay. Where do you
The
where
4
do you
hour
want
candle,
the
green
first-
4 hour candle. Look on it because it looked like you already got a decent pullback on it.
like from here to here type thing?
Well, that's a way to do it, but I would just fib that last green candle. So
Oh, okay.
that last green candle that printed, I guess probably Friday.
Okay, let me see. You talking about this one?
Current.
No, the last green candle.
This one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Y'all be doing some peculiar stuff.
like that.
Yeah, see where your negative 27 is?
Yes.
That's what he's saying. Basically, it
Okay.
closes that imbalance.
You already have pulled back down there to the 61.8. So, maybe you go down to the 78, maybe you don't, but the point is you've had a decent pullback, and those areas, those imbalances that you marked higher kind of line up with those higher level fib price targets.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. And I want to also add something that I just saw just now, which is kind of like an additional confluence,
Yeah.
like confluence strategy that I learned was, you see this most recent order block that he is talking about there, and how he said that it could pull back to the 78 or how, what have you. Once it crosses back over to the 61.8 in or does like a retest, maybe you use a smaller time frame and use your confluences, then you can just take it right up to the negative 27. So
Yes, TT, yes.
That's
So I agree. You just gotta
okay.
Take it down to 27, right? You mean take it back down to the negative 27?
No, take it up to
up,
negative
up to
27
the negative 27.
Well,
because price is bullish at the moment. So we trade what we see right now. This is the right now money. And then you can, after price shows you that it's ready to sell, then you can mark up for your sell.
Okay, can
How
you,
many pips is that, TT?
hold
Let me
on,
see.
hold on. Before you, can you mark where the negative 27 is? Actually, it's at the top. It's at the top. That's fine. We see it already. It's at the top
Okay.
of that green box. Now, can you
Yes.
go back to the daily?
Yes.
So if price pushes back up, it's going to wick that high, right? It's going to wick the last daily candle, correct?
Yes. And this is I'll draw a line here. Just this is it's tapping into the higher daily order block as it should, because you see that it just tapped the wick.
Right.
It did not actually tap inside. So we
Right,
want to
which is
see
simpler.
price tap inside.
And you want to see what after that?
After that, we want to see the sell.
Okay, so does everybody understand that? Here's what I want people to understand about this setup. There are a couple of different things you can do here. You can buy it up to that area, right? I don't know how many pips is it from where it is now, or from the 78 to that green line, TT.
Let me see here. From the 78 to the green line.
Or 37 pips.
Yes.
Okay. So you can wait 37 pips, or you can buy it up 37 pips. Now, I'm not saying that you can just jump in the trade right there, but everybody should be anticipating price to react at that point. It's either going to sell from there, or it can keep going higher into that daily order block, to the second area that she marked out, that order block up there, right? So
Yes.
this is what I'm talking about when I say that you have to have a plan mentally, right? Because there are some people that are okay. Like, can you set a short tool up at the green line at the negative 27 and put your stop loss just above that green block?
Okay.
At the top of that green line. You got it at the bottom.
Hold on. What did you say? you wanted me to flip this?
I want you to cover, the stop loss should cover that top green box.
No, the stop loss is the red part of the tool.
Stop loss is the red part.
Grab that top square on that red and drag it up higher.
Oh, shoot, hold on. My thing just
You delete it.
been, yeah, accidentally. Hold on.
Your entry is actually going to be on the -27. Just put the entry of the -27. Don't worry about putting the box back. You don't have to put the box back. We know where the imbalance is.
Okay, say that one more time, sorry.
Put your short tool, put the entry on the -27.
Okay,
The entry. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Now, the stop loss goes above that green box. How many pips is that? 25 pips?
yes, or you can take, if you do to the wick,
However you want to do it.
31, 25 to 31.
Now, the take profit should be at the bottom of those wicks, right? Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Can I get my thought on this?
Yeah, you can get your thought process.
Can I get my thought process? So, because we're on you're on a 4 hour. Okay, but see where price has broken structure, that swing high to the left
Mhm.
and pulled back and created a higher low.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Price should be going up more than that. So
Well,
no, it's not going to go up more than that.
well, it's going to go higher than that, than the swing high.
Can y'all
know.
put your
That's why you
cursor
have-
on what y'all talking about, the swing high that we broken?
She's talking, okay, yeah, sure, she's talking about this.
no, to the left, over to the left.
High.
The high, the swing high, the lower high. Over to the left, to
Keep
the
going.
left, to the left, to
Keep
the
going.
left.
Up,
Wait,
up,
wait, up,
up.
no, oops. Oops. Okay. See the,
Right here.
no, to the right, wait, to the right, some, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, the neck, not that
Next
high,
one, the next one.
the next lower high.
Right there.
Yeah.
That was the swing high, and then price broke it. On a lower time frame, that was the swing high.
Mm-hmm. And then it pulled back. So that's the swing high, dropped it, it went low, it broke structure to the downside, and then broke that structure going up, and then pulled back, and then started breaking structure back to the upside, which then created a higher low
Right.
Yes.
right there. Yeah, right there. No, right
Kim,
there.
you're not wrong, but the question is, it's not just going to go straight up to wherever you think it's going. You're going to have price action, a back and forward. So there are going to be trades within there. You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is, even where it broke structure and it started it broke structure going back up and then pulled back. So no, where current price is, right, where the area that you're marking up, right? So right there, it gave a bullish order block at the low, right? It pushed up, gave an impulse move, pulled back, gave a correction, and then pushed up. Bless you. Then pushed up.
I truly think that was intentional, Kim. I truly think that was intentional.
Sucker.
It was just a sleeve.
So I mean, from looking at it right here, I haven't seen the overall move, like what the bigger move is, but from looking at it right here, That's what I would see, that it broke structure, pulled back, and is now breaking structure back to the upside. So it's it may sell up more. That's
right.
all I'm saying. I'm saying where you're putting it in for a sell.
Hey,
It
TT,
might
hold,
be-
hold on for a minute, TT.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sucker fool.
'Cause
Oh,
I gotta interject, man. I gotta,
What happened to the chart?
I got to interject, guys.
What happened to the
I
chart?
got to come to the rescue. Listen,
mm-hmm. Because on the weekly, it's giving the same
This-
thing.
this is gonna sell, and if you don't sell it, you're gonna get murdered. All right, let me say it again.
Mhm.
It's going to sell, guys. If you try to buy this, you're going to get murdered. Okay.
Murdered. Oh my God.
I'm trying to try to rescue y'all. I want you to look at these charts. And I want you to look carefully. We're clearly going down, guys.
Mhm.
It's not even a question. Price is wicking. We're going down. Weekly, we're going down. Daily, we're going down. We have your daily order block, guys. You have, I got it. We didn't break the structure yet, but it's coming. And if you try to draw you a line like this,
Todd, fill the daily order block for us, please.
no, I just want to take this step by step. I get to it. But if you put one of Kim's little nasty lines on here, for once it'll tell you this is what's going to happen. And if you try to buy this, you're going to burn, because price is going to push back up. It's probably going to tap into the order block, because it got to entice you one more time before it takes your cookies and your britches. It
So
drops.
okay, never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So if you continue to drop down in these time frames, this is the time frame that's going to confuse you. And this is the problem with just doing the 4-hour analysis. Every other time frame that you looked at, it was zero questions of where this trade was going, right? Now, when you start doing your analysis off this 4-hour, what it tells you is you got to swing low. But it don't tell you set up for the big okie doke. You have to be able to look at the higher time frames to see that this is the okie doke. This is not a swing low. The same way that this wasn't a swing low. This ain't a swing low, guys. This is a trap. The daily has already showed you what's going to happen. Now it is going to go up. I got it. It's going to go up. It's going to kill this imbalance. It's going to tap into the daily. And then it's going to fall. It's not going to break these highs.
No, I didn't think so.
These highs are a higher time frame. Anything it does below here is all candy and popcorn. These highs.
What kind of popcorn?
Mhm.
The kind of that's gonna knock your out, you know. These are your highs.
Mhm.
Everything else that's on your charts are not they're your intermediate. You remember how we Pips of Persia talked about complex pullbacks, impulse move, pullback. Yeah, there's all sorts of other pullbacks. Impulse move, pullback. Impulse move, pullback. This will be an impulse move. Don't let the weekend fool you. It's still going to come down. It's not breaking this high. Whether it comes up here, that's cool. So here's what I'm telling you. It's okay if you're down there on the 4 hour, on the 15-minute buying. But you best believe you got to understand that the price is selling. So don't get in here thinking you're going to sleep, that you're going to party or whatever, you're going to shop and you're not paying attention. Because before price comes back to this direction, it's going to sell. So it is some pips available. Maybe it's 169 pips available, possible. But it's not, price ain't coming up here to break this high. It's not going to happen. So what I'm telling you is, when you mark up those areas that 4 hour order block is giving you, I don't expect price to break this daily order block. Now, in this daily order block, it can go all the way up to that wick. 120 pips. So if you're trading this, hopefully you're going to trade it with the idea, I'm going to buy it to sell it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because the first turnaround that TT talked about was 37 pips into the trade. So maybe it passes that and it goes to that second area, which was up here somewhere. All of that is cool, but I don't want y'all to think that this is just going to buy it based on the 4 hour chart. The 4 hour chart is saying that it's going to buy. So we know it's going to go up, but we have to buy this with the expectation that it's going to collapse. Even based on that daily, doing it the way that Kim does it, is telling you that it's going to collapse. It's telling you that because we broke the structure already. We broke her trend line, right? Right, Kim? So even if that buys back up here or back up to this block, it's coming down, man. It's not breaking this high. So however y'all want to look at this, don't get caught up in the lower time frame noise. The lower time frame, you drop down to the 15 minutes. Oh man, this is an uptrend. It's gonna buy. Okay. Just understand that it's gonna buy until it sells. And you need to be marking up on these lower time frames, like your imbalances here. So when price is hitting these areas, the same way that TT marked up that imbalance for us on that 4 hour, when price is in these areas, we need to look and see if we have a reaction. In the reaction, do we break structure going back the other way? This order block, do we break structure? You need to mark these areas up on your chart to see whether or not you want to take the trade from here down or whatever. But the overall bias should be to sell. The higher time frames tell you that. The lower time frames are still buying, but this is how you get caught up in one of those situations where you start buying until that higher time frame bends you to its will, and then all of a sudden you lost the trade.
Count smoking.
Y'all understand that?
Yes.
Account be looking like from tornado ravaged Mississippi.
So I think that based on this daily chart, I think there's a bunch of opportunity once this thing starts selling. I think you're gonna get your 100 pip move, from one of these spots. That's 150 pips down to these lows. So I think the best move is on the sell. I'm not telling you not to buy it, but what I'm telling you is when you start buying this, I think we should buy with our eyes open instead of just buying with closed eyes, because I think the move is going to be the down move. And this daily bearish order block that broke this low, all you're expecting, if you fib this move down, all you're expecting is a pullback, and you're expecting it to sell based off anybody's logic.
I'm buying, so I can't buy no more.
You see this low? Price pushed down, broke the low, closed below it. All we're looking for is a pullback. The golden zone is right above this imbalance. That's the 50% mark. That's another piece of confluence, right? The golden zone is right above the imbalance. The 78.6 is right in the top of this wick. Taps into this top order block. two very good areas to look at for sales. So just understand what the chart is saying. Even though we haven't broken this swing low, it's going to get broken the same way this swing low got broken. The swing low wasn't broken here. This long candle didn't even break the swing low. It pulled back, but it got broken. The same way that this swing low is about to get broken. Because if you look at this chart, it's a bunch of stuff that needs to happen in here. So it's going to happen. It's coming. It's showing you that it's coming down. Even the higher time frames, it's showing you the price is coming down. When all this is a retracement. It broke this high. Then we retest it. It still has to pull down, right? So on these higher time frames, you can see what needs to happen still. When we broke this high, we broke this high. Now you're getting the pullback. If you fib from this move, this impulse move right here, we're not even close to the golden zone. We way up here. Golden zone way down here. So that's why we're pushing down. We got to get a retest from this original push. So don't get lost in all the way down on the 4 hour when the higher time frames are telling you where price needs to go. So maybe you're a type of person that needs to mark this area on your chart. Golden zone, weekly golden zone. So you know that when you drop down to these other time frames, you have an understanding of what needs to be accomplished on the chart. Oh, price needs to come way down here. And I need to start watching for it to work itself down to this area. Y'all tracking?
Yes.
So I think this trade is going to be a good opportunity for us or some people, right? Now, I don't know if your opportunity is going to be buying it first or just waiting for the sale. But I think that it's going to provide ample opportunity for us either way. It might offer 100 pips up and 200 pips down. I don't know. You know, I'm not going to pretend like I know how far it's going to go up. But what I do know is that I expect it to stay in the daily order block. And if I just fib from this wick to that wick, anywhere in that zone is cool with me for where it sells from. You know, if it goes all the way to the 78.6, that's cool too, because this wick still needs to be mitigated, right? So maybe it does go all the way to the 78. So I think if you're trading it might be good to trade it up and then trade it down, you know. But, you know, just something to think about, you know.
Mhm.
You want to finish breaking it down, TT?
No.
You said no. So, hopefully y'all, you know, when you're doing your
Go back to the 4 hour and let's go down further, like to the 1 hour. And potentially to 15.
all right, this is how I would do it. I would want this pullback to hit my golden zone. I'm going to delete these yellows. So here's my golden zone. This is my 78. got imbalance in here, you got an order block. You got an OB up here. You got imbalance all the way up here to the 78. There's a 1,000 different potential places this thing can turn around. And I'm buying until it shows me that it's selling. If I'm taking this trade, right? I'm buying it up. If it makes it through this zone, I'm looking for it to hit this order block. If it pulls back and makes it to this imbalance, I'm looking for it to hit 78. You know, maybe it closes right at this imbalance. Maybe it wicks to the 78. Then it turns around, then I'm selling it. So here's what I want y'all to take away from the way that I'm doing it. You know, first, I fibbed the impulse move, right? To see where my golden zone was. Price is clearly pushing towards my golden zone. I can drop to the 15-minute and look inside my golden zone to see if I see anything, right, that would draw price. Order blocks, imbalances, right? Above my zone, I got an order block. I got a nice imbalance right here on the 15-minute that's just below my 78.6. Just above the 78.6, you got another imbalance here. And all of this could be mitigated with this up move. And if that's the case, and you're taking this trade, maybe you get 90 pips, 95 pips, and then you can sell it. But there's always a chance of it going and hitting the golden zone and you getting 30 pips and it sells, right? So just understand that there's a range here that you won't know the exact answer to until it actually plays out. You just have to be cool with marking your chart and understanding that in this zone, you'll be able to see clues as to what price is doing, right? So if once price breaks this high, maybe it goes to the zone and pulls back, but I don't want it to pull back past, this pullback range before it pushes through. Maybe it pushes through and it pulls back to the high that it created here and then keeps going up. But once price starts breaking structure and coming back down, it's selling. Y'all tracking? Is you tracking? Any questions? Sound like it's a lot of questions. Is y'all's mind still?
Mhm.
No, it makes sense. I'm just gonna wait for the sale. That's all.
He waiting for the sale. If you want an easy trade, I think silver is probably going to be the easiest trade this week. The rest of those order blocks are you're going to get pip counts, but they're not very big, Of course, this week is going to give you hundreds of pips. I think GAs and EAs are still going to provide big pip counts. But if you want an easy move, I think the silver retracement is an easy move. I think this NZD CAD, when it starts selling, is going to be an easy move. It's just a matter of you recognizing, the actual move happening. Okay, Terrence, you wanted to break down up here? I guess TT said she's done. I'm done.
Yeah, sure.
I thought I was done. Unless anyone had any questions.
I think Sean wanted you to break it down to like the 1 minute chart or something.
Oh, I don't even look at the 1 minute. I'm sorry.
Somebody
We
else
knew-
said they wanted to go. They can go if they want to go.
Isha.
Yep. Hold on. I'm gonna do AC since it's the first one on the list. Oh. Never mind. Okay. Can you see?
No,
Oh,
not yet.
okay.
Now we can.
All right, so I'm doing AC, just on the first on the list. Looking at the weekly, look like it's going down. I'm gonna go back up to the month. Monthly is going down, so I just mark up the top of the month with a black and the bottom of the month with a black. And see the last 3 months are going down, then I'm gonna drop down to the week. Hold on. Well, before I go there. No, I could keep going. Well, there's an imbalance here, so I'm just gonna highlight that. And I always mark them blue. So now I'm gonna drop down to the weekly. All right, so for the week, let's do this. So I just did this move here. And see, it went up and came down, came back up and went back down again. So I'm just trying to feel myself around to see where I'm at in price. Hold on, let me do it again.
Hey, Isha, what did you fib?
Yes.
Show me what you fibbed again.
This move here, hold on. From here to here,
Why?
to see where I'm at in price, to follow it. Always start from a little far behind and then come over here to see where we're at.
Well, I guess what I mean by that is when you fib a move,
Mhm.
that move came back 100% of your fib. You can't fib it the opposite direction. I mean, if it's a down,
Okay,
if it's
right.
a downtrend, there's really no need for you to fib it in an up direction. Because when you fib a move, you want to see where price is coming back to, where you can get a re-entry or a new entry.
Okay, so do this one from here.
Well, no, because it hasn't pulled back yet. So I would say, you see that the high previous to that high?
Okay,
See where above the U in AUD.
above the U,
Okay,
yeah,
that high up there?
yes, here,
Yeah, fib that high to that low,
okay.
your first low. No,
This one,
that one right there. So drag it over. Okay, so if you notice that first pullback, it didn't reach your golden zone. It came down and went a little bit further down. You see that?
okay, so it went from here, came here, and it just came here.
It didn't hit your
And
golden
then-
zone. It came further down. So drag your fib further down to the bottom of that green wick right there.
This one,
Right. Now that pullback hit your golden zone. You see that?
okay, yeah.
No, there you go. That pullback, it went up like from that green wick, from the bottom of the green wick. Follow price
Mhm.
up. Price goes right into your golden zone, right?
Yes,
Now, if you could have got an entry anywhere in that golden zone and you could have taken it to your -27. Where's your -27?
here,
Perfect.
yes. Then you want me to remove these lines here? Because there goes the -27 right here, unless
Right. And
my fib is wrong.
price would have either paid you out or you're very close to getting paid out. This week it's probably going to hit the -27.
Okay.
But that's how you want to use your fib. You want to fib it in the direction of the move. I know we kind of get crazy fibbing it both directions, but normally we're talking about different time frames when we start fibbing it in both directions.
Okay. All right, so all right, so it went here, came down, tapped in, came here again. So now when I'm fibbing, since it went here, so I could fib from this move down to this one. Or
can't-
that's one
you
fib I
can't-
did is
price,
good.
price is not, like you would have been better off trying to fib, a few weeks ago. But see, price didn't even push back into your zone. You know, I guess it could if it retraces this week and goes higher, you can throw a fib on it, but I wouldn't fib it. I wouldn't fib it back right now. If I'm fibbing anything, it's just that weekly candle.
Just the week, okay. All right, so within the week. All right, so this is the weekly candle. I'm gonna highlight this golden zone. And I don't know what type of trade I'm gonna do, but I'm just marking it up just in case I want to do a retracement or or just trade it in the direction of the move. Okay, and then I'm going to label it. Oh, great. So just label it. So when I come back to it, I know what's going on. Okay, so I'm gonna move here. Since it's going down. All right. Now we'll just drop down to the, and the weekly candle is the same move as the monthly. So I noticed that because what I did was I had marked up the monthly, where the top of the month at and the bottom of the month at, and it seemed like it's the same as the week. Now I'm gonna drop down to the day to see where it's at in the retracement. And it looked like it started going up some
Yeah.
already. So I'll measure how much pips I have from here going up.
Isha,
Yes,
do you know why it seems like it's the same as your week?
no,
Because it's only 1 week took place in April so far. It is the same.
no. You know what? Oh, okay, thanks. Oh, all right, so let me go back. All right, let me go back to this month. All right. I'll go, so I'm just gonna do March's candle then. So this is March. All right, so here's March. It came back from March and came back up here. So it came a little bit lower than March's candle then. And it has an imbalance here.
I see the
Looked like it almost came back to that candle. All right, so now I'm gonna drop down again. All right, so on the day. And here I am, just gonna measure that to see how much more it has to go before it hits the golden zone. So only 64 pips if it goes all the way through, 84. So for that, I'm not gonna take it. I wouldn't do a retracement on it. So I would just be trading it for it to go down. And I would do the 100 for going down. I am looking, let's see. And then this was a twin order block where you had the bullish and the bearish move, so it's going down. Let's see, it broke this low here. Broke that low. It didn't come back for this high. Well, nothing broke this high. Came for this high, didn't come back, and then started going back. And is it reacting off of these lines? Let's see. Oh, look, think my way through. Mhm, okay. I'm gonna drop down to the hour, 1 hour. Okay, dropping down to my 1 hour. That's how I do it. So it came here and came down and it's coming to this line. These lines here are coming down, so let me just draw the line so you can see what I'm talking about. So there was an imbalance here and it reacted off that line. I'm gonna make this line blue or red. Red, and then it came up and came up again and is bouncing back off this line here. Trade it back down. Let me see what it's doing to the left and right. So I'm gonna go back up a couple of hours, a couple. Let's see, 4 hour. Usually it's a 4 hour. So I'm gonna go back to the day. Okay, so the last time it was even at this low was March 23rd, 13 March. One side. Okay. Let's do this. Um, mhm. So it's coming here and came down, but then it's doing the same thing with this line. I'm just looking to see where price will most likely go. So I'm looking for imbalances and it may have to fill. So I always put those in blue.
What she say?
I said, I'm looking for imbalances that it may have to fill. So I'm trying to see where it's going to most likely go, whether it's going up or down, even though it's supposed to be going down. And I would actually fib. I keep fib.
Biscuit.
Uh,
Very spicy chicken biscuit.
Trashy.
My dear brother Terrence, you need to go on mute.
Hey, Isha,
Didn't come up. Yes.
if I were you, you've already filled this one time. So if you
So I
go-
don't need to do it anymore?
yeah, if you go back, like you marked your weekly green zone, right?
Yes.
Okay, at this point, the same way we trade God's plan, you're
Mhm.
looking for price to show you that it's turning around and it's pushing up, right?
Yes.
So the hour is cool, but I think the 15-minute for me, after I look at the 4-hour, it's the 15-minute for me. So if you go to the 4-hour chart,
Okay.
you're waiting for a price to show you that it's pushing up.
Yes.
You don't have any moving averages, so you're going to have to go strictly by structure. So if you're not going to use your moving averages and
Mhm.
rely totally on structure, is perfectly fine.
Yes.
You're waiting for price to push up. It needs to start breaking initially this line of highs you have across, like those 4 or 5 candles that have made the high right there.
Yeah. This
right
one.
there. Yeah, you want to see it pierce those highs, pull back and give you an entry before it starts buying up. Now, if it was me, since you have those highs marked down there, I can go straight to the 15-minute chart and see on the 15-minute chart when price breaks through those highs.
Okay.
So you see that level, you got your bullish order block right here on the 15-minute. So when the
Yes.
market opens,
This one?
yeah, when the market opens, price should pull back. It might bang up past that high right there, like in the first hour, because you're gonna get 4 candles. Maybe those 4 candles are gonna press up and break that high, and then pull back towards the end of the hour and let you in the trade. You see what I'm talking about? So where price is right
Price
now,
is here.
it's gonna pull back a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And then it's gonna go up. It's probably gonna go break those highs. Yep.
These highs.
Yep, it'll probably break those highs. And this will all happen before you can even get into the trade, before the hour is up. You're going to get 4 15-minute candles, right? You might get 2 in the up direction and then 2 pulling back. And then the market will be open to allow you to trade. So what I would anticipate is probably 2 up direction, or maybe even 3 up direction 15-minute candles. And that last one is going to pull back. And maybe you get a 75 or 78% pullback. And that might allow you to enter this trade for a buy. Now, in my mind, this is what I'm looking for if I'm looking for the buy entry.
Okay. So if it comes back and comes back to, say, this order block here,
No, it doesn't have to come back to that order block. All right, okay, so understand this, guys. That order block right there, or that low, you can put a line at that low. That low is still the low. Now we've wicked past that low, right? We've wicked past it,
yes,
which represents a liquidity grab. That's
Yes.
what you expect to see. Now, all you want to see from this point on is that low right there is respected. So when it pushes up, if price breaks those highs, you don't expect it to come back and break the lows, right?
right.
So that's what I would look for.
Okay. So then it would go up. Let's say I measure from here,
That's your weekly zone right there.
right here. That's the top of it.
No, that's the bottom. That's
I mean, the bottom of it.
right. So what's in your weekly zone? Scroll back over there so you can see what's in your weekly zone. Like what kind of, there's an order block right there. You see it? So right
You
when
talking about this one?
no, the one, see the little green, keep coming down.
Oh,
Keep,
this one.
no, come down, right there, the dojis. That
Okay.
green candle with that red candle is an order block. Now,
These two.
yeah, Price is going to come up there and probably react at that order block. Maybe it will continue higher, right? Maybe it will continue higher because when you get out of that, your zone, there is another order block in between the purple imbalance and your zone, right? The purple imbalance is what you marked up already from the higher time frame. Remember that?
Yes. Yes.
So price may continue all the way to that purple imbalance. There's an order block inside that purple imbalance that it could tap into before it actually sells.
Okay.
So we don't know that if that's going to be the case. I really do suspect that that will be the case. But just because I think that that's going to happen doesn't mean that it's going to actually happen. So when you're trading this, if you're buying it up,
Mhm.
you have to be on your stuff. You have to understand where your structure is on this 15-minute chart as it pushes up. Because if price reacts at that order block and comes back and breaks structure to the bottom side, then you have to get out of your buys. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. Squeeze these together a little bit.
So all you want to see is price break the top of the red line, and you want to see it pull back. That's your entry into the trade for the buy.
Okay.
Then once price gets to your area of interest, which the first area of interest is that yellow box, you want to make sure that price is still going to be going up. You want to make sure it doesn't start breaking structure back down to the bottom side. As long as it's still going up, you're going to hold your buy, and your next area of interest is probably going to be that wick in between your purple box and your yellow box, right? That wick.
Right.
Yep. You want it to, it's probably going to react at that high because that wick represents an order block over there to the left of it. There's an order block to the left. The price is probably going to react from and have to break. You see that green doji candle to the left? All the way to the left of your screen is the green doji candle and a red. All the way to the left, the very first candle you see is a green doji candle.
This one?
Yeah, that's an order block. That order block is still in effect. It has not been broken, has not been violated. That wick, the green wick tapped into that order block and sold. See, price sold off from there. Price has never been that high again. So that's probably where price is going to end up back at some point this week. So price would have to break that order block in order to tap into that and clear that imbalance, which is all a possibility this week.
Okay. Mm. Okay. All right, got it.
All right. So that,
Anything else I could have been doing?
no, I mean, this is all you're doing is you're marking up on your chart the areas that price has something to accomplish, right? And as long as it's pushing up and it keeps pushing up and it doesn't break structure going down, you can hold your buy trade.
Okay. Okay. All right, well, I think that's it then.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you. Unshare.
All right, last one there, Terrence.
If you talking, Terrence, we can't hear you.
Oh, I said, which one we doing?
You tell her.
Did we do this one already?
Nope.
Silver. I will frame these weekly order blocks. Structure break right here. And I will fib this last weekly candle. Looks like we're gonna be pulling back to that structure break. Also fib this big move. It's got to come back here at some point. But for this week, that's way more than enough, right?
Yeah, for everybody, it should be enough. That ain't enough. You just quit trading.
What the heck?
I said, look,
Not quit trading.
man, you can't make that. Man. There's no such thing.
Oh my gosh.
I'll mark up this daily order block too. So all signs point back to here. And I'll go to the 4 hour and get this little thing out of the way. Whatever you was talking about when I first got on is happening. Going straight across. I can't remember what you called it, but it's definitely happening. Got an imbalance in here. GAN box for my sister.
That's not how you use it though, Terrence.
What?
Nope.
What'd I do wrong?
Okay, in my process, and Todd maybe like, I don't know what I'm talking about. So in order to know the 50% of the imbalance, you got to start at the green candle that's right next to the long candle. That'll
Not-
tell you exactly where the 50% is, and you will know if prices already filled the 50%.
And it has.
Right.
It already did.
Yeah. So if you pull it
That was
up,
that
yeah,
first
right
wick.
there.
That first wick went 50%. The green wick from last week.
Mhm.
The
No,
last,
not quite.
oh, 38.
Market that to you. Yeah.
Oh, so y'all don't measure from where it,
No, you got the original imbalance is from wick to wick.
Yeah.
It's still 38% of the imbalance, I guess.
okay.
Let's go, buddy.
All right.
Good money, good money. You're marking a lot of stuff on your chart, homie.
Leave my brother alone.
Hey, I just try to get, I'll try to get to the golden zone.
Hey,
He
hey,
got too many golden zones marked up. I don't know which is which, but I'm riding with you all
Hey,
day. King.
anything that's before the golden zone, I ain't interested.
you talking about the imbalance? You talking about the imbalance?
I just don't know which golden zone is which. You got, I don't know which is your golden zone. You got a lot of
The
gold.
the yellow thing is this golden zone.
He got 2 or 3 gold yellow areas.
No, the top yellow thing is the order block that it's in.
Oh, okay.
This is the weekly order block. This is the
The
golden
weekly
zone.
exponential.
Okay. Tracking.
That's the daily.
daily order block.
Okay.
This is the imbalance.
I thought one of the dogs peed on the chart.
Once you drop down to the 15-minute terms.
Right.
But here's why I say that. Clearly this price is probably going to go up first, right? According to this 4-hour chart.
Yep.
So I want to see like what needs to happen above where price is right now.
Got you.
Maybe this will stop people from jumping in. They guys playing trade. There's about 3 or 4 order blocks back to back.
So maybe fib from that swing high right there to the bottom of the price action.
What are you talking about, Sean?
You have
Yeah,
to go.
maybe-
You have to go up to the 4-hour if you're gonna do that. You can't do it from the 15-minute.
Yeah, since you think it's going up, I guess what I'm saying is maybe swing or
So you see where the wick is on that 4-hour candle.
Right. Right here.
Yeah.
Trying to find what's in this.
is that the wick that we saw or the swing high that we saw?
Yeah, that's it. That's all the wick there is.
So you already got to 78. I mean, you can do it, Terrence.
I mean, I
See-
think you still have to do it. You still have to pivot.
Yeah, go ahead and fib it, Terrence. At least give us an idea how much of a pullback we've already had. You gotta keep going down.
You go down to that wick. Not that wick. I wouldn't go that far down. I would go to that first wick. Right there. Because it pulled back and went back into your golden zone and went down almost to your -27 and came back.
So potentially,
Up into the wicks of that of maybe that initial move. I think go back down. Now you can drop down to the 15-minute. Leave your fib on for me. I'm looking for something above that 78 or, right in that 78.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
Okay, yeah, see all them order blocks up there?
There's a liquidity grab potentially.
You see the order blocks, all three of them order blocks in this right above the 78?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, and then there's an imbalance right there, right there.
Yeah. If it goes up, that's probably where it's going.
I agree.
Or heck, maybe it goes all the way to the top and grabs.
Yeah,
it
I would
really
feel really good about that imbalance right there. I mean, it doesn't matter if it goes and wicks the top. If you enter at that imbalance, you got you a trade.
Yeah.
That's from 1409. I mean 2509 to 2514.
I think you got to move that tool, that the stop loss on that tool, above that high.
You gotta move the whole tool up. Like your entry of the trade has to be high. Yeah, either there or the line below it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we think it's going up there, but what if it doesn't? I'm just saying that
It is. It's going up. I mean, you saw on the 4 hour, it's going up. On the 15 minutes, it's going up.
What did your pops tell you about something that's going up?
I don't know. He told you to buy it. If you listen to your pops on it, he also told you to close my account.
If it's going up, buy it.
6 hours say it's going up too.
Yeah, so it's probably going to go up there, and that would be the place to enter. Would be my guess.
All right, we done with this. We might as well do GA because Hope ain't even put it on her list. So
You feel good about that, Terrence?
I don't leave nobody out. I think it's an order block that you didn't. I think it's an order block.
Okay, pull it up.
Or maybe it ain't. It's a long weekly candle though.
It is one.
But
On
it's
the day.
retraced so much though. Like that's so much that
Come on, up
candle,
here.
the whole candle is more wick than
Go to the daily.
There's an order block on a daily, I think, either the daily or the 12-hour.
I'm cool with the order block, but is it a good God's plan because of how much retracement happened in that candle? That's what I'm asking. What? That's not answering the question.
I wouldn't try to God's plan.
Oh, okay. That's what I was saying.
Now I believe you can trade it, but no.
Right.
No, don't. Don't
Searching for that order block.
Well, those pair are going to do a lot of back and forth, and I mean, it's going to give you great pip counts, but if you don't know how to trade it or you're not comfortable with trading, you're going to get sawed up, and there are easier trades to take than this.
So you can fib that 3-day candle. What you got to understand is it's probably going to take 3 days to go back to that golden zone.
It's going to be a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, there are easier trades to take. I'm not telling you you can't take this, but there are easier trades to get your money.
Well, if you don't trade silver,
Silver's a lot easier to trade.
As we're seeing here, Terrence have some strong belief in this trade for some reason. Because you done told him 2 or 3 times that there's better trade.
Well, I mean, I think that is gonna sell, but you know, it's just easier trades.
Hey, Todd.
Yes, sir.
All right, since y'all don't like this, back to the silver. All right, now when it comes to the lot size of like gold and silver,
Use a 0-1.
you use the 0-1, then add another one later, or just leave it 0-1 for the whole
Yeah,
time?
I mean, you can add another one later, but my point is if you've never traded it, right? And
Right.
if your account is a $2,000 account, a 0-1.
You can't use the
Yeah, you can use it.
calculator.
You can, but you have to know the contract size too.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay.
And I mean that information you can probably hit somebody up on my forex fund chat. There used to be a chart that tells you the contract sizes.
I know this one brother that got in gold because he used that position size calculator and got sliced and diced real quick. So I would use
Really?
Brother got chopped down quick within probably 15, maybe an hour. I don't know. Wasn't long.
What did he use?
Well, he used what the position size calculator told him to use. So I think it might have been I think the calculator told him to use a 0.8 and he wanted to be conservative. So he used like a 0.2 and still got shred. So
The trade assistant is much more accurate.
oh, is it?
Yes. Mhm.
Let's try that then.
You're still going to have to know the contract size.
Yeah, they'll tell you.
That's the
Right.
problem with the with any CFD. A CFD is not a CFD. It depends on what contract size the company uses. Right? It's a contract for difference. So sometimes, like if you use Osprey FX and you're trading an indice, their contract size is like 100,000 or 100,000 equals 1 lot, which is going to be a lot heavier than if you're trading like Traders Global, which may be 100 instead of 100,000. That's why when you're trading a funded account, if you trade the US 30, you got to use a 20.0 lot size, and that's a 2.0 on your regular broker. It all depends on the contract size your broker uses for that commodity, so all you have to do is go to your chat and chat with my forex funds or chat with whoever you have your prop firm with, and they will tell you what your contract size is. But if you're not going to do that, just use a 0.01.
All right.
All right, good folks. It's been about 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Thank you.
What
Everybody,
you trading, Todd? What are the did you feel are the
I already told you that I'm trading.
no, you did not. That is not a true statement.
He said silver and NZD cat.
Man, everybody else understood, but Selena didn't. That's
Well, I mean, hey, I'm sure I'm not the only one, but
Yeah, I didn't hear either.
thank you, Isha.
y'all wasn't listening because I said it 2 times today that silver. If you don't get paid on silver, you can't get paid on silver. You just quit trading.
That ain't say that's saying that and you trading it is 2 different things.
Okay. I'm trading the easy trades.
Hey, Todd.
NZD CAD is an easy trade once it starts selling.
Hey, Todd.
Yes, sir.
One more clarification right here. So you taking this to this wick or all the way down to this
Taking
golden?
it to the zone.
Okay,
My 2 cents, because I'll be scary. I would go to the 50% of that imbalance. I would have my first TP there, Terrence, or have
right there.
yeah, or have an alarm set just to see. Not saying it's not gonna go there at some point during the week, but I would definitely have an alarm set right above that 50% of that imbalance.
Well, I mean, this is most of it anyway, so.
How much is it?
All right, cool. It's
Yay, yay. All right, anybody have any questions? Comments, concerns?
Bless you. No
Usually it's going
concern.
up this week, yeah,
What's going up?
the dollar. In case y'all get lost in the sauce.
So,
Dollars, we all got gold.
okay.
All righty then.
Gracias.
All right, y'all have a good week.
Thank you.
Thank you.